That right there was Kid Cudi, The Prayer. And we have our first guest for today. We have Premonition. What's up?
What's going on?
Yo, man, good looks for coming through first.
No, absolutely. Thank you for having me, man.
So I actually met you at Union Square. I actually didn't meet you. I saw you performing there. Because, you know, it was that day we went to Santos, actually. That we went to Union Square. There was a rumor that there was going to be a Union Square freestyle, whatever.
Yeah, it usually is.
It was like a rumor. It's like, in the beginning when we got there, people were like, oh, there's nothing going on. Went to the pizza shop, then it was a cypher going on. And we were like, yo, let's watch this. And then you were like one of the people that were really standing out over there.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I remember it was, you know, AJ, Khalil Cash. I can't remember.
Great Matterbox.
Great Matter, yeah.
And like there was a point that I actually thought that you actually tried to diss my artist.
Oh.
I have Mr. Dark there. Like you see, right after he finished rapping, that you said that Delonte Westlaw. I was like, did he just diss him?
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't about this, and I wasn't trying to diss him.
Like after a while, I was like, oh, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. Usually, I mean, when I was younger, I felt like dissing in ciphers happened a lot more. Mm-hmm. And in the last few years, I rarely ever see it, man. So that's a good thing, because it's, you know, it's love, and we were having a good time that night. And I was having a little too much fun. I had a 40 in public, which is not a good look.
No, you're not a role model for the kids.
You don't want to do that.
No.
So, but other than that, it was a good night.
It was a great night. So Premonition, the name, does it have any sentimental value to you or whatever?
I mean, I've had the name for, a while now. Almost 7 or 8 years since, I started rhyming 8 years ago. I always loved the power of the word. It means something. It's a vision you have that comes true, that becomes the truth, whether it's good or bad. It's kind of a strong word, so it kind of fit, what I was going for. I'm pretty interested in the power of words. Mm-hmm. So naturally, I wanted a word that represented a couple things. Stuck with it, and now there's many variations. Most people call me Prem, for short, whatever, Prem Rock, So.
Yeah, well, you got an ill name. Like you'd be like, yo, you'd be seeing your name on the credits, and it just looks nice. Like it looks ill. Like you have that name. Like you look at it, you'd be like, he has to be nice. If he's not nice, he needs to give it up.
I appreciate that, man.
And we were talking about Twitter, and you have Premonition 1, and there's another Premonition.
I got beat by someone.
Yes, you did.
But he doesn't rap, he doesn't sing or nothing. He's just a dude that likes the name. So, that's fine.
So before we get to this first track, can you please see if you could appeal to the man, if he's listening or whatever? Let's see if you could appeal. Tell him the main reason he should give up his name.
Listen, you should give me the name, man. You should give me the name. I'll write you a song, man. How about that? Nah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's not a huge thing. It's not a huge thing. I guess a lot of different artists. For an unknown artist, you want that name recognition, so you want people to find you easier, and that'd be the reason. But there's a lot of artists that don't actually have their actual name on Twitter.
Because you might be Premonition 1, but you're not number 1. He's number 0.
You got me. Yeah, you got me with that. So maybe maybe I'll talk to him, but it's no big thing.
Get the Goonies.
Yeah. Start bullying him on the internet.
Khalil Cash, Alicia Cruz.
Get them all. Just bully him till he stops.
Okay, so what's the first song you like to play?
We could do track 2. This was a single that I released. So if you're not familiar with the album The Build, the song's called Trust Me, I'm Aware. It's produced by Willie Green and features cuts from DJ Addict from Baltimore. So
when we come back, we're going to talk about some more about Premonition and your producing career.
Cool.
Dope, so let's get into this. All right. There was, what was the track here?
Trust Me, I'm Aware.
And do you have like a particular meaning when you say that?
When I say Trust Me, I'm Aware?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, that song was written with a little bit of venom inside of me, thinking about just the way sometimes things go down in the business side of music, and I just kind of was like a preemptive strike. Like I'm aware of people trying to take advantage, and I'm aware of people that have ulterior motives. Mm-hmm. And if you want to make music and you want to make things really happen positively, then I would love to do it. But if your motives are on the other side of the fence, I think that I'm aware of that when I meet people.
Especially because you have to be, especially when you're doing music, because there's a lot of people with ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to get ahead off of you. Some of your friends are not your friends or whatever.
Exactly. So, that's what it was. It was, I wanted it, it's in a catchy way, but basically it's kind of just, I think
All
that,
right.
yeah.
Go for blood.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. If you do anything in this realm of art or music, then you can relate that, to that subject matter. So.
And you're not originally from New York. You're actually from Pennsylvania or whatever.
That's true. I'm from the suburbs outside of Philly. I mean, it'd be kind of the equivalent to being like upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
Philly was the city that I would go to for lots of stuff. Battles, things like that. But in the town and the area I grew up in, there wasn't a whole lot of outlets. I bought my turntables when I was like 14. I bought my first beat machine when I was like 15. I basically taught myself and learned by watching, by watching the artists that were around, whether it was New York, or wherever, I kind of dug for what, it wasn't like I could go out to a show every single night, you know what I mean? I kind of had to dig around for it,
So like, when you were like pursuing your rap career or getting into it,
mm-hmm.
who were you really influenced by musically?
As like MCs, it will always be Black Thought, Ghostface as two of my favorites as far as like style-wise. Growing up, huge Nas fan, huge Mobb Deep fan when I was, when Prodigy was Prodigy before he fell off or whatever happened to Prodigy. He might have been the most listened to MC, and I couldn't relate to the subject matter being, a white kid from the burbs, but the way he put words together and the style he had was, to me, was...
You hear that, Easy? Artist from Queensbridge.
Was nice. So, but I also liked, like Black Thought, the Common, the Black Star album was huge, and then... all of that, but I also listen to, I listen to a lot of rock. I listen to a lot of stuff like the Beatles and Bob Dylan and some non-traditional, non-hip-hop.
It's cool, though. We're cool. We're diverse in here.
Just
because you'd be like, I listen to rock, I'm not going to be like, yo, get out of here.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot. I've been really getting into fist pumping music as of now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, don't judge me. I like to go to the clubs, get the glow sticks and go crazy.
Hey,
the club.
Hey,
I don't care.
That's what it is, man. If you're having a good time, then definitely,
Damn right.
But, so as far as influences, it's a lot, but those are some of them that come to mind, for sure.
And I heard that you just said Black Thought. A lot of people feel he is very underrated.
You know what? I mean, I feel like people are getting sick of it to the point where, like, people who aren't really big Black Thought fans are like, you know what, you always say he's underrated, but he's not anymore. It's to the point where he's not anymore. I don't know about that, but... I put him in my top 5 MCs, but I know some people don't agree with me on that. But influential wise, he's in my top 5 because I never heard him say a whack verse or a whack line.
What number is he in your top 5?
Oh man, I'm not prepared for that. But yeah, he's there. He's just in the top 5. That's all I can really say, man. I don't know.
Okay, so who is your top 1? Is that controversial too?
Yeah, it is, because it changes. It used to be like Rakim. It changes because these MCs live to disappoint me, so it's like, Black Thought has not really disappointed me yet. Ghostface hasn't really disappointed me yet, so they're up there.
Ghostface can't disappoint.
I don't think he can, yeah. I mean, Jay-Z, of course, Biggie. I mean, I'm not the biggest Tupac guy. I respect him a lot.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like, I like a couple of Tupac songs. I was really an East Coast dude. Of
course, yeah. The Northeast flow is kind of something I think, if you're from the area,
his flow,
you relate.
Like, his vocab was shaky.
Yeah.
He used to use the same words.
I can agree with that.
You can agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stop talking about Tupac before I get lynched outside. Okay, so what's the next song? To make people forget about what I just said.
Okay.
I'm not a Tupac fan.
Let's do number 5. This is me and my boy Dialect. This track's called Fade.
Cool, let's get into this. Fade. Premonition. Apple Radio. Yeah.
An analog man in a digital land. I dream of aerosol cans, backspins at the jam. MCs used to have skills, but that topic is dead right. Dead wrong, gossip, the groove on. Red light, stop. No, don't proceed further. It's